We're all born curious. That's why we pick up pencils in the first place and start drawing things. But then some of us are disillusioned by the fact that, oh fuck, I can't draw a person. I keep drawing stickmen and they don't look like this person that I'm trying to draw. And then because of our ego, because we don't like to fail, we go, I'm not going to draw anymore, I'll go do something else.
I don't think being an illustrator is something you can choose, oh, I want to do this as a career. Either you do this because you cannot not do it, you can't help yourself illustrating and drawing all the time. If you have it that way, it's not a matter of choice anymore, then you're just doing it.
I do it because I love it, and I would do it every day. Even if I wouldn't be able to work with this, I would still do it for myself.
Illustration is a visual problem that needs solving, so trying to figure out an interesting and non-banal way of solving a visual problem.
I really consider painting to be a form of communication, and that's my way of saying something to someone.
It is a reflection of a mental library, so you put a lot of visual imagery in your head and then you kind of try and fish it out when you need it.
I just try to think about what I would want to see in the world. It's always based on things that I like. I try not to focus too much on other people's tastes, and I think that's even a bit of a problem for a lot of people. They focus too much on, oh, what's gonna make a huge hit, what's gonna be a success in my painting, and I don't think that's the focus. I think the focus should be what you wanna say, what you wanna do, and just be yourself when you're painting, because you will be happy if you do that.
То, что они делают, начиная от набросков, заканчивая большими холстами, все это является для них подпиткой. Это мощный источник энергии, который помогает им прожить счастливо каждый день.
Regarding sketchbooks, I think it's like a little bit of my world. I carry it everywhere I go. I like to sketch like places, so when I travel some places, I like to just stay there and observe and pay attention to it. St. Petersburg is very pretty, it's beautiful.
I love it. I think this is so unexpected.
Everything is like super big and large, the buildings.
And that it's a very European city, got a lot of like statues and bridges and stuff.
Just going through your art museums is just incredible. There's a couple of paintings here that I've been wanting to see all my life. That was just amazing. Every time you do a drawing, you should try to get away from your immediate first thought, pushing it a little bit, and you have to get into character.
So at this point, in the rough sketch, in the very, very basic 20% of work, I have mentally done about 80% of what I have to do. Because I now know who the character is, I know what I want him to be, but now I have to show everyone else. And that's where most of the work is.
It's okay if your painting doesn't work, just try again with a better vision, with a sharper focus, and you will probably do it better.
Совершенно фантастические ребята, потрясающие художники и очень светлые, искренние, добрые люди, которые смогли создать теплую творческую атмосферу и заразить ею зал. Все художники, которые к нам пришли, я надеюсь, смогли вживую увидеть, проникнуться тем настроением, с которым ребята просыпаются каждый день. Я надеюсь, что это подтолкнет ребят, которые в себе сомневались, искать в себе что-то, искать что-то в окружающем мире.
There's a lot of qualities that are worthwhile having that aren't, strictly necessary. But tenacity, I would say, is a key part, and a willingness to sort of forego an ego. That isn't to say that artists don't have egos, they do, but you have to be able to continuously admit that you don't know stuff and that you have to go and learn it.
So if you're constantly drawing stuff that you're good at, and you're constantly staying within your comfort zone, you don't learn anything as explosive as you would if you forced your training. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be a long road. It's not gonna be easy all the time.
Let's say you need to make about 1,000 very bad drawings to learn something. So the faster you get those thousands away, you can start doing some real shit. And that's good. So what you need to do is just obsessively train.
But enjoy your painting now and focus on the present and focus on your everyday studies and your small studies.
So you'll have a lot of big problems, and as Mike Azevedo is very happy to say, that we're not smart people, so you have to break it down into small chunks that you can digest. So for anatomy, for example, go and study Loomis. He will teach you how to break the complexity of anatomy down into spheres and tubes, and then you can patch those things together and create a human form. And then when you've done that, you can start learning gestures, and you can go and study that. And sooner or later, if you keep it, if you're tenacious, and if you're willing to admit when you're wrong and go back and do it again and do it again, then you'll be able to draw like the human form. And after you've done that, you'll start learning about perspective and how to draw the human form in perspective. And then you can create whole scenes with different people doing things, and then you have an illustration.
That part aside, have fun. And even when I'm working for a client, I'm trying to squeeze some fun in there. Like, how can I make it fun now? And other than like make it look real and good and all of that. And I think that's the most important thing. Enjoying every day and having fun.
После вот такого мастер-класса, после такого общения вживую с художниками такого уровня и такими светлыми, открытыми, такими душевными ребятами, ну, ты просто как бы встаешь на следующий день, и тебе хочется взять маркер, взять карандаш и пойти делать наброски.